conversation. You seem pretty hyped up. Pretty excited.
Yeah, man, a bit emotional as well. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Still, I know it really hasn't kicked in really because I've had to get the stitches and do a bit of the media and stuff like that. But you know, it's Chad Mendes. You know, I know I've said this in the interviews. You know, I'm going. He's only lost to the greats, and I'm going to be another great. You say these things, but it's fucking happened. You know what I mean? It's unreal feeling. I've got a lot of respect, you know, for the guy. And I knew it was going to be a tough fight. You know, I didn't. You know, I might have been down that first round. So it's good to, you know, a bit of adversity, but at the same time, you know, I still think I could have done better. But you know, it's good to show people that, you know, I'll stand in front of the toughest, most explosive guys in the division, and I could see him start to crumble as soon as I had my way with him, and it ended up going to plan.
I think some of the shots to the body that kind of contributed to that. You had that right before the finish. You had that you ripped to the body with that left hook, and before that you had to the body.
Yeah, that's definitely what hurt him, and then I think I haven't really got to see it. You know what I mean? I think there was a right hand after that, and he went down, but it was definitely the body shot. It just a couple of body shots, a couple of like little knees in there, and even when I'd land jabs, and the fact that, you know, it's different. I don't know what it looks like on the outside, but when you got me putting that pressure on you, it's draining. It's you know, claustrophobic feeling for him, and I could see it in his face. I'd land a jab, or he would even, you know, he would land shots even when I went down and I come back up. You know, I wasn't rocked, and I just come straight back on him. I could see it in his face. He's like going far out. He wanted it over then, and yeah, like I said, I'm here. Yeah, I'm doing this for my family. You need to hit me with more than that to stop me.
The third round was pretty crazy. What goes through your mind when you're having these, you know, insane exchanges? You know, you're dropping him, he's dropping you.
It's, mate, I don't know. Like, I'll just go in there. I've got a job to do. I just focus on what's in front of me. Like I said, you know, I didn't feel hurt in there, so I got back up, and then I just went straight back to, all right, let's work your game. I was having fun in there as well. I really was. I started to see things. I know you might have land shots. He was throwing shots, you know, on the hooks and that. They might have been landing a bit, so they might have, I don't know what it looks like. I've got to watch back the tape. But, you know, I still felt very comfortable in there, and I sort of seen the shots coming. Some of them snuck through, but other than that, you know, it all went my way. I still thought, you know, like I said, I could see him crumbling, and each time I landed a jab, I could just see him going downhill, and then I finally got the finish.
You've been saying really all week that he's only really lost to the best fighters in the division.
Yeah.
Now you're among them.
Yeah, exactly right.
What do you want next? Who do you want next?
Mate, I called out Max Holloway, not because I think, oh yeah, I'm definitely the next in line. You know, obviously Moicano and it was probably the next in line, but he missed weight. And then you're hearing a lot of people say, you know, what's left for him in this division? He hasn't fought a wrestler really for a while, a good strong wrestler with a, you know, big puncher. You know what I mean? And I know he's a gamer, like, and he's the type of guy that he'll, you know, we've all taken. He didn't have to cop that damage that he done, but the fact that he just comes forward and that's his game, you know what I mean? That's why a lot of people got to respect for him. But I just think that's why we're a bad matchup for him. And until he takes out someone like me or Frankie Edgar, then you could say he's took out everyone in the division. I really think that, you know.
So you're saying, hold on a second, Max, don't go up just yet.
Yeah, well, even he wants to. He's a gamer. He wants to take out the division. He really does. That's why everyone loves him. But I reckon, you know, if I'm not next, I'll be the fight after that. And I guarantee you, if he plays that game that he always does, and I know he will. Again, he's a gamer. He's a gangster. I love it. But that's just not going to work with me.
You'll be open for fighting, for example, Frank Edgar or Moicano yourself?
I'll fight anyone in the division. You know, who calls out Chad Mendes? You know, not many people call out Chad Mendes. I want people in front of me. That's it.
Do you see it as the new generation featherweight? You, Moicano, Magna Shakarov, obviously Max Holloway is another person like that.
Yep.
You're Rodriguez. Are you another person that's going to be the next wave of that next generation of featherweight?
100%. Honestly, every time I come back here, I usually tell you about an injury or something. I didn't have an injury this time, but the last 2 years, I've literally been like, you know, barely training at all. In between fights and that, I'm not really training because my back, I've had issues with my back the whole time, and, you know, I didn't really know any better. I've got a new crew looking after me, and that's not going to happen no more. You know, I'll be training all year round, which I'm not used to. So I had 12-week camp where I had like 6 weeks where I could just relax and do a bit of wrestling, do grappling, which I haven't done before any of my other fights before. I had 6 weeks to prepare for my last 4 fights. That's it. I've done next to nothing. Till then, 6 weeks, let's get prepared for the fight. And, you know, so that's why, I just can't wait to see what the next year brings, because I get to just train consistently, you know what I mean? I haven't really had that. You're going to see a total new beast come 2019.
The grade is getting greater.
The grade's going to get greater 100%. I'm still new to this sport. You know, I'm learning every day. I'm getting more and more comfortable in there. I felt comfortable as hell against someone like Chad Mendes. Mate, that's dangerous. We good? All right. Thanks, Rod.